How would you manage people?
I don't know. It's
People are different.
Yeah, it's. I think it just kind of. I don't have any good. There's a whole bunch of folks that do human resources and human relations, where they've talked about pop small quizzes to come up with personality profiles and things like that. I don't know that I've got a good answer for that. It's just it's something that you just kind of end up feeling your way through it. You end up chatting with somebody and you say something you don't think is going to get them upset, and if they turn around and react in an upset manner, then you kind of back off and wait a minute, that's not what I intended.
If there is any program or kind of programs that brings workers together in informal way so that they come to know each other better, so that its dealings in the workplace would work. They say that most important decisions are taken in the golf course.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Well, they have. I mean, I've seen some of the project managers will have, they'll on the hot day of the year they'll come in and they will on the swing through they'll give them bring them in some ice cream or some lemonade or something for the break. Some of the smaller type things usually give them pretty good recognition when the customer's around, give some praise to the crew, or pass that message on from what the owner had to tell them. Positive always works, I think, a little better than a negative, but you still have to have the ability. And some people it's real easy to be positive, but a project manager really, he can become. You want respect more than just to be their buddy all the time, because at some point you're going to have to say you're wrong. That needs to be changed. That needs to be changed. And it may be a guy that's in his 50s, that's 300 pounds, that can bench press you over the top of his head, and you still got and you got to make sure the project gets done right, because that's what the owner has got you there on the site for, or your builder, your company president. You're there to make sure that building, when it's done, is going to meet the needs of what the owner thought he was buying from the beginning.
Well, let me ask you about contracts then. There are different types of contracts. Is there any one that Lester prefers, unit price or?
Yeah, you got, fixed price would be one, design build would be another. You can have, the fixed price one is easy in that it's fairly straightforward. It's probably most commonly used. It has the disadvantage of if a building owner is doing fixed price, then he can shop, and he may tend to just go for the lowest dollar.
So by fixed price, you mean lump sum thing?
Yeah, a lump sum. Yeah.
I build this for you for this amount of money.
This is the amount of money, and when I'm not going to do, there's going to be no other charges unless you change something. This is what it's going to be, and from a builder standpoint, that's probably where they're most at risk, because if they miss something, they have to eat it.
Or drink it.
Yeah. Cost plus would be another one, where you've worked with the owner and said, okay, I think it's going to run about this much. This is our budget, and I'm going to give, you're going to pay for the cost of the materials. You're going to pay for the cost of the hour. This is my hourly rate, and to manage that project or to keep things going, or we're going to establish a certain percentage profit margin on top of everything. So you have the advantage then of saying, okay, the owner now is pretty safe in that he's going to have all his costs covered. The builder, rather. The owner runs the risk that it might be a little higher than what he had budgeted for what that would cost.
Yeah.
And then design build would be where the previous two types of methods, the project's already defined. The owner worked with an architect, or the owner worked with an engineer, or the owner came up with it on his own and said, this is where I want my doors and windows, my colors, this is the height I want, the width, the length.
You talk about the type of material?
Right. He's kind of defined. He would have defined this building and said, this is all what it looks like, this is what I want it to be, and Mr. Builder, either if you want to do cost plus, that's fine, or if you want to do lump sum, this is what it's going to look like. Design build would say, okay, this is what I'm thinking about. Yeah. And then he brings in the builder, and the builder says, yeah, but if you moved that door 2 feet over to the right, we could get rid of a structural header, which would save you $300. Mm-hmm. And it's if you're going with we could incorporate this liner with this insulation, which will cut my installation costs because I can put the two together, put it up at both pieces in one operation. So that saves you some money. And so then while the owner and the builder and the architect are all working together, they're coming together with the design. It's a little more nebulous as far as what that final price might be, but you have some cost savings coming in. The builder has the advantage of probably he's got that project locked in earlier, and it's not going to get chopped around. And he's not going to have to compete against 9, 8 other builders in doing that.
So each one has its advantages and disadvantages. You don't have at Leicester any preference. I mean, you just work with.
No, we have. Since we work with a builder network, most of those kinds of contracts are established from the builders, and by the time we see it, we're back to operating on that lump sum.
So just give them the
fixed price.
They,
yeah, we'll have some of our more complex projects. We'll work with the builder to, if they're, especially when they get into a design build project. Then we'll see some variations where they'll say, we're thinking about this, what would this run? Can you give us a quote on this special material, special size building, special look? And then we'll give them that price. And then they'll come back, well, that's a little higher than we thought. We're thinking about this instead. And we price that again and send it back to them.
When would you choose the unit price then?
Once the owner has signed the contract with the builder is the one that tells us, this is the final price I'm out of the options you quoted me. This is the one I've picked. And then he turns that back in as that electronic order again. Mm-hmm. Then we're back to the same procedures that we have for any of our projects.
Very good. Do you subcontract at all?
We do on we're in our Minnesota office and now our Virginia office. Right around those two areas, they have construction crews that are employed by Leicester. Instead of using a builder, that's an independent, we actually will go talk to the owner ourselves and use our own construction crews and build that. So Minnesota, Wisconsin, Virginia, Leicester will use a Leicester building package with a Leicester direct crew. And in there, occasionally, we will use some subcontractors. And if we start running behind, our framing crews can't keep up, or our concrete crews can't keep up, then we'll bring those in. I think everybody in the industry is still using subcontractors for electrical, excavation, plumbing, some of the specialty trades that you see.
Very good. Thank you very much. Now, in media, they say messages or commercials. So let's take a break anyway and come back.